Hello everybody, my name is Jasmine Grijalva and I'm going to be going over our solution explanation with our traditional models. Okay, so we're going to start off with our context diagram. It's a pretty high level view of our system. So in the middle we have our optimized data management system with all of our external entities that are interacting with it. So our applicants of all types, we have our adopting applicants, our volunteers, we have our job applications, any type of application submission, those users are going to be interacting with it. Our accounts payable staff, which will be handling all of our invoices and payments that are made to pause patrols and anything that needs to be paid out. And then as obviously we have to have people that are going to be using the application in-house. So we have our administrative and shelter staff interacting with the system as well. Okay, so here is our level 0 DFT, and starting from the optimized data management system database, applications will be entered from our applicants, so they'll be submitted based off of the choice that they get from the system. So whatever type of application they need, they'll submit that, and then that will go for review to our shelter and administrative staff. And our shelter and administrative staff, they can manage all of our employees and our pets and all of their profile information. From there, our shelter and administrative staff, they can approve or deny the applications, which will go down to create a application fee, and that will go to our, based on approval, that'll go down to our accounts payable external entity, and then from there they will send the invoices / the receipts to the applicants, and the applicants will make payment.
Hello everyone, my name is Kyle Welch. I am with the group BRX, and I'm here to present our event table and our ER diagram. Alright, so we're starting off with our event table right here, and we split it up into 3 different sections: our user actions, our pet management actions, and our admin actions. Alright, so we have our event, our trigger, our use case, our response, and our destination. An event is something like creating a profile, building reports, stuff like that. Our trigger is going to be whatever starts this specific event. Our use case is going to be something like creating data, updating data, filtering through data, no change for some things. The response is going to be what happens after you're done with this event. And then for our destination is wherever that data goes. As I mentioned earlier, we split this up into 3 different sections, so I'm going to go over the user one right now. Alright, so for some of our user events, we have our create account, update profile, search for pet, submit applications, donations if they want to donate, if they want to meet and greet the animal, they have a little portal for that, and volunteer and foster request. Those have portals. So the meet and greet, the volunteer, the foster all have portals. The donation just has a donation button. The application portal button is another portal. Update profile and create account, those have their separate buttons. For our use case, it's going to be a lot of create data, because every time they make a donation, it's new data. Anytime they submit a new application, that's new data. Update profile and search for pet are the only different type of use cases. We have filter data for when they search for pets, and update data when they update their profile. The response, like I said, it's going to be whatever is after that event. So account created confirmation is going to be for created account. Profile updated confirmation is going to be for update profile. On and on. As you can see, applications submitted for all the applications, donation received, and results for search pop up for the search for pet. And then our destinations, all our different databases, our user database, pet database, application database, AP database, stuff like that. That's where all of our data goes. All right, so we're gonna move on to pet management actions and the admin actions. I'm just gonna go over both of these really quick since I went in detail with this. The user, all three of these are very similar, so I'm just gonna skim through these last two. Pet management actions, a lot of profile updating, stuff like that. Trigger, we have pretty much the same triggers. Use case, a lot of creating data, updating data, filtering data. Our response, same thing, confirmations, stuff like that. And then our destinations, obviously our databases. All right, just to go over admin actions really quick, the only thing that's really different, again, is the events, triggers, mostly the same, use case, mostly the same, response, destination, mostly the same. So the events are the only thing that changes for their specific, for the admins, the pet management, and the users. So yeah, that was our event table, and now we are on to the ER diagram. All right, hello everyone, this is our ER diagram. When you first look at it, it looks like a lot of information, but realistically it's pretty simple. So I'm just gonna go over for you guys, and yeah. All right, so I'm gonna explain kind of what all the shapes are, what the relationships are really quick. So the blue boxes are gonna be our entities, and the circles they have the arrows going to are gonna be the attributes for that entity. The diamonds are gonna be kind of the relationships, and yeah, I'll go into more depth. So we'll start here with the user, and we'll kind of go left. So user submits either an IT ticket or an application. It could go either way, and the relationship for that is one user can create many applications and many tickets. So you can see all the attributes for the applications, you can see all the attributes for the IT tickets. For the user, you can see all the attributes right there. I kind of color coded each entity to have their own attributes. So I put users have yellow, IT ticket has orange, and then the application's green, etc., etc. You guys could see that. All right, so we're gonna start with the application up here and kind of work our way down. So with the application for animal is many to many, because there's many applications for many animals. And then I'm gonna go down here to IT ticket. We have the user submits IT ticket and then gets reviewed by the admin down there. So one admin can review many tickets, and one user can submit many tickets. Next, we'll go from user submits app to either foster or volunteer. And those relationships are one to many, because one user can submit many applications of foster and volunteer. Next, we'll go from user to transaction. So one user can make many transactions. We have all the attributes right there, transaction type, which could be an invoice or donation, the date, the amount, stuff like that. All right, lastly, we have admin reviews inventory or reports. I believe I messed up the relationship right there. I believe one admin can review many reports and review many inventories. So that's supposed to be a regular line, and down there is supposed to be a little triangle prong thing. But that was the event table and the ER diagram for our project, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Hello everyone, my name is Ayan Hernandez. I am project manager, and this is our level 1 DFT. The admin shelter at the center represents our data management system, and the DFT begins with our 4 entities that interact with the system, this being the adoption applicant, the volunteer applicant, the job applicant, and the customer. The adoption applicant, volunteer applicant, job applicant all have applications to submit, so that's their level 1. Now, because there is an adoption application fee, once the application hits the system, it will generate an invoice to be sent back to the adoption applicant. Once the adoption applicant submits payment for fees and it hits the system, the application goes into review. Once the payment is processed, it is sent to accounts payable. Now, depending on if the application was approved, any appointment or interview time is sent back to the applicant and a profile is created for them. Once a profile is created, it is sent to its respective database. And the original application, whether confirmed or denied, is sent to its own database. Now, the customer is either going to make a payment or request animal status. When an animal status is requested, the admin will search through the animal's database. But if the admin needs to pull information from any other database, they have full access to all of them. When a customer makes a payment, the same process happens. It is recorded and sent to accounts payable. And finally, when the admin is looking through their inventory and buys necessary items from the vendor, the invoice is then sent to accounts payable for processing. So kind of moving on from our applicant process and moving more into the databases, this is our pseudocode for managing animal adoption. So here we have our function to create a new animal profile. So once the adoption application approval is confirmed and the fee is paid, we will create a button to create a new animal profile. Once this button is pushed, it will prompt for the name, date of birth, the species, and the breed, and these characteristics will create filter tags for the admin to search through. There will be a prompt to enter medical and health documents and a summary of how the animal behaves. And to begin, we will mark the status as not adopted. Once this information is entered and submitted, it will get sent to the animal database. In order to remove any animal profiles, first we will have to open a list of all the animals. So once we access our animal records database, we will be able to use the previously mentioned characteristics to filter out all the animals. Once the desired animal is found, you will have a button to edit the animal profile and a button to delete the profile. Once the deletion is submitted, it will update the animal database. Now, once the applicant is actually in the motion to adopt and the approval and fee being paid is confirmed, the admin will be able to access animal records through its database, search through the animals via their tags, and select the animal profile in order to edit their status. The animal status gets updated to adopted, and that status is also updated in the animal database. Thank you so much for watching. This was our solution explanation with traditional models.